So, yep, here we go. Disney Plus no longer making new Marvel shows. Disney Plus may be phasing out season-long Marvel shows in favor of special presentations. All right. So let's read out here. So rumors and speculation are part of both the movie industry and the fan bases for these properties, and a move by Disney Plus Marvel Studios is causing a lot of stir. The buzz surrounds two holiday specials that are due to be released, and whether these herald the end of episodic series based on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is believed that the two affiliates will be phasing out shows in favor of special presentations in the future. All right, let's go down a little bit further. Scroll down, bro. There we go. A long scroll there. It's Guardians of the
Long
Galaxy
scroll.
Holiday Special. Yeah. There are
Okay.
numerous stories in
What
the
you want for
Marvel
Christmas?
Cinematic
I am
Universe.
Groot. All right, I'm just playing. All right.
Sorry, y'all.
They
There
gonna
are
eat it
numerous
up.
stories. There are numerous stories in the Marvel Cinematic Universe from established characters like the Scarlet Witch of WandaVision and the titular characters of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier to the new characters like Miss Marvel. As more of these spin-off stories are being produced into 6 to 9 episode series, giggity, the market is becoming flooded with Marvel content, risking burnout from fans. Yeah, about 3 or 4 years late on that. This hurts both the various shows as well as the cinematic releases, such as the upcoming Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Disney Plus and Marvel Studios are releasing 2 upcoming special presentations that are the cause for all the speculation about the future of the series shows. The first is Werewolf by Night, which drops on October 7th. It is a story of a group of monster hunters in the race for a relic as terrible evil lurks in the shadows just in time for Halloween. Next up is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, aimed for a Christmas time release. With all the nostalgic ambiance of Star Lord's mixtapes, the special will be a primer on the adventures of the ragtag group of aliens experience between the Volume 2 and Volume 3 feature films. The special sets the pace for Marvel stories that fans want to see told, but that don't need an entire movie or series to tell. Let me double check all this here. With the universe as vast as that of the Avengers and their allies and enemies, that means that there are a lot of stories to tell and a lot of content fans want to see. However, there are also risks involved in involving everything. Fan burnout might be brought on if a story drags on too long for their taste, if there are too many stories, or if fans just don't connect with the characters. Translation: they're running out of money to fuel things that they don't know are going to be real big hits. That's pretty much all the reading that I got from it. I know it kind of drags on and on, talks about Kang Dynasty, which, Jesus Christ, y'all. Black guy named Kang, and now it's the Kang Dynasty. Again, it gets bothers the hell out of me. But anyway, Abomination, your thoughts?
I stopped listening, bro.
Okay.
I was dropping links in the chat, y'all. I'm dropping links to
Okay.
people who have came through, content creators. Go
Gotcha.
subscribe to these people. They
Okay.
believe in their content. Their thoughts are
Yes,
their own.
sir.
These are genuine people. I fucks with it.
Okay.
Hey, you said the Kang Dynasty. Look. I probably sound racist as hell, but don't it seem like they really make sure
No,
that
that's what
dude
I said.
emphasize? No, I'm
That's what I
saying like the
said.
screen. You see him in the screen, and that actor, you see his big nose and his big lips through that blue hair. I'm just saying. I'm just
It's
saying.
deserved.
Did they know? Did Disney know what they was doing when they did that?
Yes. Yes, they
And
did.
call
Yes,
him
they did.
Kang. So
That's why I'm saying. That's why I do the voice. I do the voice because all these movie executives that are doing these things, they all sound the same, right? So it's like, well,
yeah,
hey, we want to bring in, and it's so regular executives like, hey, you know what, we should bring in Kang, the Conqueror. So I think it'll be a good thing with whatever, which with phase 3 to 4 that we're using, right? That's a normal executive. In comes the woke executive. I see what you're saying. I like it, Kang. That works. He's the conqueror. Haven't read it again. That's all of you. But let's say if Kang is, do we know what race he is? I'm not sure what race he is. You know what? Let's make him black. Kang. Okay, we'll find someone that fits their agenda. Then we make the movie. I think it could be a dynasty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Kang dynasty. Oh my god. Yes, Queen. Now it's yes, Kang. It's gonna be the Kang Dynasty. We should do that. normal Marvel executives like, I don't know if that's such a good idea. Trust me, they'll love it. It's hip, it's style, it's in ERG scores through the roof. Yes, Lord, let's do it. And that's how we had the Kang Dynasty. I believe with all my heart that is exactly how that movie came to be. That
and
concept.
and that person
That
is who Kevin Feige gets all of his orders from.
must be. It's got to be. It's
And
got to be.
and something in him was like, oh, I should go against it, but then his nuts just shroop, they suck
Exactly.
into him like a turtle head.
Exactly.
And he was like,
Exactly.
yes, yes, ma'am.
Exactly. That's exactly. That's what I'm saying. They all sound the same when they do that.
What up, Magitech Max? Oh yeah, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Yeah, bro. Shouted you out. With a fire coming through. Yeah, man.
The
Nah, bro. I really wasn't listening with the Marvel not creating more content.
well, I I think that it served for me. I would say it was going to serve your purpose for if you didn't want to spend too much of your budget on giving like Loki a solo movie, but you thought he was big enough to want to follow his adventures. That's fine. Only thing is that they did it for everything.
Yeah.
And my like I said, I was getting burnout before Endgame. Endgame, I had to stop. That was enough for me. You know what I mean? Now their risk,
Yeah.
it's going to be the risk of, to me, I know that when we're in our 80s and we're in the nursing home, we're going to be watching phase one of Marvel movies. Like I see some of my patients when I went to their nursing homes watching the Westerns.
Yeah.
Superheroes are the new Westerns. We're going to be like, hey, Dr. Ego, how are things going? I'm having trouble hearing when I'm watching Iron Man. Do you remember Robert Downey Jr.? No, Dr. Ego, I don't. Oh, great actor. I'm having trouble hearing it when I'm watching it. That's going to be us in 50 years because they burned through so much content on it and they made a movie or a show about everything. And you didn't have to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Werewolves don't age like humans.
Shh. Okay, this guy.
That's
Okay,
gonna be
you know
your
what?
ass.
Okay, I'm going to put some cybernetic organs because I'm going to outlive your ass, all right? I'll be
You better
talking
do
shit to you
something.
too.
You better do
All
something, son. as far as them making content though, I don't I don't know. I believe they shouldn't make content, but I think they're more so looking at it as like a, I don't know, business move. They didn't get the reception that they thought they was gonna get. So now they're
Yeah.
actually trying to rethink things like we saying they should have been fucking did in the beginning. Because I also don't think that they, and people in the chat, if you got Disney Plus, ego shit, if you got Disney Plus, like correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
I see more energy put into the Marvel content as opposed to, like I said one time, where's the fucking Mickey Mouse? Where's the House of Mouse in Roger Rabbit style where you got real people, and where's that modernized version of Mickey Mouse? Where's the, like we had the Disney Saturday morning cartoons, or the spin-offs of all those movies? Where's the Disney spin-offs? Where's the animated? uh why I think the nostalgia hits for us. I don't know about y'all, but I Boomerang. When I had cable, I stayed watching
Ooh,
Boomerang. Now y'all,
yeah.
now people got HBO Max, but what was it? Nick Rewind, where you could watch the Nickelodeon stuff from back in the day. Like nostalgia hits. So why isn't Disney Channel or Disney Plus trying to bring the Disney Channel back? Like Disney Channel movie, and then just shit like that. I'm like, where's the actual
Ego.
energy
I think.
put
I think.
into
No pun
that
intended on my
content?
part. Well, ego. That's what I'm saying. It's ego that says I can make something of my own that's better, but I still need to use the name, image, and likeness of it. But
Yeah,
I don't have to go back so far that you feel disconnected. It's weird because some of the people I used to work with, they were talking about the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix. I don't even know if we talked about this last week, but I mean, they're talking about the Jeffrey Dahmer thing on Netflix, and they're like, "Hey, have you seen it?" I was like, "No, I was alive around the time that it actually happened. It was fucking terrifying." And someone didn't know who Jeffrey Dahmer was. Do you know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? It's weird that you would think that there would be a generation that wouldn't know, and I think that's kind of where we are. It's maybe an 8 or 9 year difference, but it's a big thing. So if we're saying we grew up with Hey Arnold, Rugrats, things like that, they didn't. You know what I mean? So for them, it's like they don't know who that character is. They might not have a connection with it. And they might only assume that Mickey Mouse is more associated with Disney World or Disneyland than actually being a character like Steamboat Mickey, Mickey and
Yeah.
Minnie Mouse, House of Mouse, all of that. And and I think that's also why they might be deleting the content that's being downloaded, so that they can say, oh, that was, then we don't really do that anymore. Now we do this up to date hip thing. So what you were saying earlier last week, please, if you really want something and you cherish it, just buy the physical copy, because they're deleting everything up in these places with the streaming.
All right, now the chat, y'all hitting the nail on it. Mr. Chukatron, I'm trying to sneeze. It seems to have fucking resist, but the issue is that Marvel doesn't make movies or shows. They make user generated, data driven content. Exactly. Now Dempsey said the Hulu Hellraiser was surprisingly good. I hear
All
you,
right.
Dempsey. But at the same time, people said Prey was good, despite thinking it was gonna be super woke. Because then I'm like, well, it was super fucking woke. So I hear you, but I don't even give a shit about Hellraiser. So I hope people enjoy it.
Oh, I'm trying to. I'm gonna go try to see Smile this weekend. So I'll let y'all know how that is, because that seems original enough to me to want to go see in a movie theater, and I can't stand going to movie theaters. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thoughts on fitness says Disney Plus unsubbed and deleted. Agreed, sir. Agreed. It's all Magic Max. It's all conveyor belt content. Yes.
Agreed. Agreed.
And I think that can take us into our next topic.
Let's do it.
So let me address the chat and then we'll go over to that. But
Let's do it.
it's agreed. It's conveyor belt content. They just putting it out, but also, like I was saying earlier in the stream, they're putting it. You're saying now, instead of just having excuses ready to say like you're this if you don't like this, if you have an issue with what we're putting out, now it's to the point to where they're actually making it a part of the show, like with She-Hulk and like with this Velma
Of
trailer.
course. Yeah.
It's like they're actually breaking the fourth wall, looking at the fans, saying, we know what you want. This ain't that. We own your property. There's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly.
That's what they
Exactly.
saying, and it's wild, man. It's wild. Bold on them. Bold on them. I respect the enemy that shows their face and what they about. Like, it's up to us to actually. Okay, I see what you're saying. I feel you. I'm gonna
Okay.
act on that. You
Fair.
ain't gonna get
Fair.
my
Fair.
money. Boomerang was the shit, but then they had to fucking
How about that
modernize
go?
it. Maybe I got out before they modernized it. But I'm seeing on
Probably.
HBO Max all of that Boomerang like content. So hey, this is something. I know today we're gonna talk about not cartoon adaptations, something else. But if y'all remember Secret Squirrel, that's some shit.
Yeah.
I would like to see Secret Squirrel come out.
Okay.
I thought about what if him and Sly Cooper had a little crossover. You know Sly Cooper?
Ooh. Yeah. You told me Ryan Reynolds voiced him, right?
No, I was saying Ryan Reynolds should voice him.
Oh. Who is Sly Cooper? I don't really. Yeah.
Thieves Raccoonus. He's a PlayStation character. He's from a long line of fucking raccoon thieves, best thieves ever.
That would be cool.
Yes. So if Secret Squirrel had to track down Sly Cooper, that'd be
Okay.
cool.
I can rock with that.
Boomerang was awesome before it became Cartoon Network Light. Is that with the Cause do I recall that terrible Bugs Bunny show being on Boomerang? It was called like Wabbit or something.
Yes. Yes, because that was when they
Ooh,
started, when Elmer Fudd had to
ooh,
have a scythe, like around that
disgusting.
time. Yeah, it was terrible.
Disgusting. Magic Tech. I don't like going to the theater by myself. I like to discuss or be excited with people afterwards. I like sharing experiences. Agreed. I'm not a movie person.
Yes,
Me, Ego
agreed.
was just talking about that. We don't care to go to the movies, especially when the pandemic it was an option to stay at home. We was like, oh yeah, I'm chilling.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I want to go to the movie theater. It better be a good movie for me to actually want to go. So,
Who was that to say that I'll break your cannon in a minute? I don't know. I think that was the Star Wars dude, but
oh no, I got it right here. Here's the answer right there. Might have been typed by
oh,
TD.
oh, okay. Well, he's trying to be a Star Wars dude.
Yeah.
Love the art style of Sly Cooper. Yes. Yes. I fucking love some Sly Cooper, man. One vote here for a Conqueror's bad bad fur day movie. Hey, I feel you. I was just thinking about that. Banjo Kazooie. Would I want to see a Banjo Kazooie movie? But then I thought about
Mhm.
Fur Fighters. We were talking about the Dreamcast. That was the game I had. I would love to see a Fur
Mhm.
Fighters movie. That's something. And that could actually be adult animation because they
Okay.
cursed, but they blanked the curse words. You know how in comics how they had the different little symbols.
Yeah.
So they had that, so it could be an adult themed uh, animated movie, and it's about animal people. Man, this dude, big bad villain, came and took their family members. So he was abducting people. I forgot why, but the members of those families was like, okay, we got to get our folks back, and they got guns. So they just running around. You picking up guns, you shoot, you killing. It's wild, bro. But I would love to see a Fur Fighters video game movie adaptation. But the Looney Tunes show 2011 was fire. Is that the one where they was in the neighborhood living together, C4C? Because if that is that one, I agree. When it first came out, I was like upset. I was like, what? I don't want to see uh Speedy Gonzalez living in Bugs Bunny house. I don't want to see Bugs and Daffy being
Word.
roommates. I don't want to see Taz,
Word.
their dog. I still don't like Taz being their dog, but at some point I was like, you know what? I love this show. This show respects what came before. They're just like, we're gonna actually, instead of having the Looney Tunes just spread out everywhere, getting into trouble, now we're just gonna have them in the same neighborhood, same community, and you see how they interact. So it grew on me. It grew on me. I
Word.
loved it. I loved it.
All
All
right.
right,
All right.
chat. I see drunk up in here. Y'all
E-
going wild, bro. I'm trying to go through the chats. Drunk, I will address you in a minute, man. I know you big pimping. I know you the star and whatnot on YouTube. But hey, man, like I told Ego, we can't skip the line. Ego let you skip the line. I can't skip the line.
I do.
I'm
Yes.
glad you in here though, man. I'm glad you in here. Dempsey, I haven't watched any Disney, Marvel, anything since Infinity War. I didn't even see Endgame. Not interested in any of that anymore, and I won't give Disney any money if I can avoid it. Agreed. Agreed. Last two movies we're seeing in the theater, in my opinion, were Arrival, Dune, and The Joker. I haven't seen any one of them, man.
Dune, I definitely would have wanted to see in the theater. I saw when it was on HBO Max, but yeah, it was. I heard it was definitely great for the shots that they had on that movie.
Now look, Drunk said let him get that GameCube. Now this is my childhood GameCube. My dad sent me this and the Sega. But let me show you why this GameCube is so special.
Go ahead.
Now this is the Pokemon Gale of XD, Gale of Darkness GameCube. Now this is dusty, but this is when you get the skin. Now they make y'all pay an extra $100 for a system that got the graphics and already like
On
kind
it.
of built, yeah, on it. Back in the day, you get a skin, you get these little stickers, and you place them on the system.
It makes you Miles Morales with your GameCube.
I was Miles Morales. Look at that. I got the 3 legendary birds, but then it got the GameCube. I mean the Game Boy Advanced little player at the bottom.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, I saw that in like a retro stores. Big money. So
Nice.
yeah, that jump beautiful, man. I liked it. Mr. Old Days. Mr. Old Days.
Word, 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 word.
All right, chat. He went right past my comment. When we do that, drunk. Everybody saying what up, drunk. Took a trunk. They need to stop fucking around. You want gay characters? Do a hardcore Ernie and Bert romance movie.
They
Or
were
no
roommates.
balls.
They were roommates, guys. They were
Man,
roommates.
I don't want to see that.
Roommates. They were roommates. Okay. If there was anyone else that had been gay in Sesame Street, we got to go with what? Maybe Big Bird and Snuffleupagus.
Nobody is gay in Sesame Street.
That's what I'm saying. If you go, I'm the one saying Bert and Ernie wasn't gay. I'm saying if there was anyone that was gay in Sesame Street, it was probably Big Bird and Snuffleupagus. All right, or
I
maybe
would say,
Grover and Oscar the Grouch. All right.
on one hand, I would say Elmo, but on the other hand, I would say, okay, I think he was just a very young child that was naive and
Mm-hmm.
was like excited about everything. I really don't know. It never crossed my mind who would be gay in Sesame Street.
Bro,
Probably Big Bird.
yeah. Exactly. That's why he was
But
Snuffleupagus.
but I think Big Bird was just like a big brother. He
Who?
was just like a caring big brother. Big Bird.
I don't know, man. I will say if anyone, I give you Oscar the Grouch and Grover. Maybe. That's what I'm. Yeah.
Grover.
Count was a pimp.
Not Oscar. Not Oscar. It'll be Grover.
Grover, exactly.
I give you Grover.
Yeah.
I give you Grover.
Yeah, thank you. your
Mike has
peeps.
bad knees. Tyrone Magnus just had his channel demonetized. Now, look, I don't watch a lot of his content, but we
Yo.
see a lot of that happening with this demonetization. I don't have the answers. I'm not even monetized. I can't even act like I know what to tell y'all on this, on these matters. But I know I made sure to mirror my channel to Odyssey as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I hear this discussion from bigger YouTubers, and they would, some would say go to other places. They all say go to other places, but don't
Mm-hmm.
take everything over there. Like, still be here to
Yeah.
fight the fight, which I understand. I don't know what to do, but I will say, parallel to that, since these people are taking over our entertainment, why don't we make more fan fiction? Like, we don't have to get money for it, but I do think we need to put more energy into creating these versions of these characters to combat the narrative that they're spewing. And, legal reasons we can't make money off of it, but there's no reason we can't have some fan fiction stuff up there to, because these stories don't stop with them. Like, these characters don't stop with them. We still know them. We can still write and create now that they don't have to. They can't come in my sandbox and kick me out. Okay, you just kick me out. I don't know. I might go back over there. We just gonna be fighting in the sandbox now.
Squat up in a sandbox.
Look, I'm just saying, bro. We can't just bend over and let them just take our shit. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's I heard about
Look at
Rakita
the
Law.
dust.
I know about Rakita. What happened with Rakita Law's channel, and then he did one Rumble stream. I think there were 20 or 30,000 people on Rumble. So I mean, there is competition. It's just the fact that sometimes it's a hard battle to fight. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so if from what I've been hearing, you want to put yourself on every channel. YouTube is going to get the most the most eyes on your channel, but I would say, hey, you guys are going to want to have your channel in 4 or 5 different places. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't like using Facebook. I don't use Facebook that often, but I'm probably going to have to get a Left Eye Ego Facebook channel because I know not everyone's going to be on Twitter or Instagram. You know what I mean? There are things that you don't necessarily want to do, but you wind up doing it anyway. And I was actually trying to look for one other thing that I got around here, but keep talking. Keep talking.
All right. Agent Bossy Boots, ma'am, I'm glad to see you up in here. This is a wonderful woman right here. This is Mrs. Neurotic. Now, I love this woman so much. Her and Drunk as well. I didn't meet Drunk until
Yeah.
that meetup, the
Yeah.
Dallas meetup. But Agent Bossy Boots was already like responding. Y'all know, like us newer content creators, like reach out to people. She was actually, you appreciate the people respond. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. And then, especially when a person is not too big or whatever, to where they can't give you some feedback, some critique, just let you know a little something. So this woman made it. I want to say her and definitely both of them, her and Drunk, have a lot to do with, I think, the growth of the channel, and for us to be
Agreed.
in such close contact with these people who inspired us to content create. So yeah, just appreciate y'all. Glad y'all up in here. We having a good time. Yeah, my mouth is wild. I might say some stuff that turns some people off. It's not intentional. All right. I'm just a wild boy. That's all. Some folks that came in here from earlier and they jumped out. I was like, ooh, okay. got hot. But what was you trying to get, man? What was you saying?
Well, no, I was, we just like we don't have any kind of sponsorship with them at all. But I know it's hard to actually have all your content up, and then if someone actually wants to see your content, if you guys are meeting someone in real time. But and I told AJ about this, but I don't know if y'all have seen these dot cards. They're
Mm-hmm.
like $20, and what you do is you can actually put your Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, email, Spotify, Odyssey, Twitter, all that on here, so that if you've got an iPhone, if you just tap that card, it'll bring all that up so they can immediately subscribe to all of that. Or if you've got an Android, it's got a QR code on the back, and all they got to do is scan it. Same thing happens. You can download all that instantly. So I would say, while it might be hard to put all those channels together, if you ever wind up meeting someone that wants to be interested in your channel, I would highly recommend a dot card so that you can be across multiple platforms. Because if one channel drops, you don't want your whole following to fall off that way. that's what I was looking for, to let y'all know, hey, if you have a channel, that's what I would do. Get a dot card. You can customize them and make it $50 and get your own insignia on there, because I think that's what I'm gonna do for the San Antonio Comic Con at the end of the month. So, you creatives, it's affordable. It gets your content out there for actual people that you're gonna meet out in these streets. So I highly recommend that.
Oh, Mike said, my bad if that was fake news. Oh, yeah, because Drunk said it was a glitch. Yeah, again, I don't know personally. I don't like to speak on things I don't know, but just saying, just that whole situation with the people getting demonetized, it's weird, man. It's weird. It's kind of like you have a job, and then they just fire you. And you're like, damn, I've been great all this time. I haven't been written up. What are you saying? So I can understand how that would make people, how that would impact people.
Word.
Yeah, Tugatron stay here, but copy to other places. And I'm lazy. So I saw Odyssey had their mirror option. Yes. Or the sync option. I haven't seen it on Rumble. I see people saying that it's on Rumble, but I haven't been able to. But I'm retarded when it comes to technology. So, hey. But we made it this far. So, hey, shit, things are possible. You put some effort in, you can get something going. Locals is a good platform. They're even trying to bring gaming streams to the platform.
Yeah.
That's a big glitch for YouTube to not be monetized for a period of time. I also saw what Shadsworth. He said
Shadsworth, yeah.
Not fake news. It happened to a ton of YouTube telling them this is a glitch. Okay, yeah. So it happened to other people.
All right. Cool.
No fan fiction. Make your own characters and worlds. Tickle Trump. I feel you. And a lot of people are doing that, but at the same time, you have to acknowledge strengths and weaknesses. A lot of people are not good at coming up with stories. And that's what a lot of comic book writers do. They're taking something that came before. They should do their research and know the character enough to, okay, I'm going to continue. I'm going to add to the story. I've taken over now. So that's what I mean. Instead of allowing them to have the actual jobs to say, like these people spite us, like the Velma. I haven't even gotten to it yet, but these people actually say, well, She-Hulk, fuck you fans. We don't like you. We know what you want. This ain't that. Like She-Hulk, how many times this is my show? Like, bitch, get your man. It's man. Like it irks you. So it's like, instead of allowing them to take them and hold them, I do think some people need to be creating some good fan fiction to at least get some eyes or on some better stories. Again, don't make money off of it. Don't make it your livelihood. Don't let that be all that you're about. But, we shit out better stories than them. So why not show people instead of just always bitching about how they handling them? Like, why we letting them handle them like that? But yeah, that's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about.
All right. We got up next, man. Or let's address in chat.
Yeah, I'm addressing the chat, but it's because you guys have a great channel. I appreciate it, man. And that's something else I do think about. These people wouldn't promote us like they did. They wouldn't promote this channel if we didn't have a library or videos for them to actually believe enough in our channel to have people to come over here or tell them to subscribe. So they had a great influence on the growth of it, no doubt, but it couldn't have happened unless the work was put in before. Let's get Agent Bossy Boost. You just don't know. Well, you probably do know. You be here sometimes, a lot of the time, so she might do know. I don't know about everyone, but I'm here for the honest takes. I appreciate y'all. That's all I'm trying to be. I'm just super opinionated. So I was just like, fuck it, let me get online and bitch about some stuff. I make boring videos about hair education, so most are private. Yeah, that ain't for me, Agent Bossy Boots. I'm running around with the dogs. I'm not with the grooming stuff. I always got fur and slob and dirt in my hair. So you do? Okay. All right. They talking. Yes, it was cool meeting Mrs. Neurotic, Mr. Neurotic. It was cool meeting everybody, man. And it's cool to see that community translate over to real life. You see them, and I see y'all in the chat. Like I've been saying before, it feels good to see people from other established longtime YouTubers in this chat, because then it makes me feel like, okay, my opinion is valued. I do have something to contribute to this fellowship. we are fighting a fucking culture war right now.
Yeah.
So it's dope. It's dope. Y'all making me blush. All right, last person. Sean, you came through. I'm glad he was one. Hey, I'm gonna stop stroking all of y'all, man. This ain't about y'all. It's about me. And Ego. He here too. Lost respect for Daredevil because he smashed She-Hulk. She is a definite pass. Nah, bro, forget that. She's easy. He didn't have to pay for anything. She has a healing factor, so she's free of diseases. I mean, there's too many positives. She's a bitch, but you just ghosted like Hulk King did.
I mean, wait, but do you bang her like? But do you bang her like in She-Hulk form or regular form?
I don't care. I've said in my video, Tatiana Maslany look good. She can get it. It's just when she talks, she's annoying.
That's what I. That's. I know, but it's like at least you say you smash She-Hulk though in She-Hulk form. But yeah, but if she's in her regular body, I'm like, why? Like, if I'm Matt Murdock, I'm
gonna tell her give me both. I want both experiences, so I can compare. So I can be like, hey, Jen. Right,
as the Daredevil seasons went on, the women that he was interested got plainer and plainer and plainer until you get to Jen. And it's just like this is the bottom of the barrel for Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock is out here slumming it.
Hey, Chris brought up a good point. What if you get into that point to where she tighten up and she tightened up as She-Hulk? You weren't prepared. You was just in Jen, and She-Hulk clench up on you.
Woo. I'm sorry. Wait, am I Matt Murdock or am I me? That's what I'm saying. As Matt, if I'm Daredevil,
I don't care about Daredevil. I want She-Hulk. I want her.
I just.
I said I don't. I said I don't blame Daredevil for wanting that.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, this maybe script doctor is.
Come on, man. Come on, man. In the chat, tell me. You know they talking about some. What y'all talking about? She-Hulk twerking is in character. Yeah, it is. Let's talk about it.
But which? If we're talking about, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it if it's the '90s cartoon version, all day, every day, twice on Sunday, but not this version? She looks like she would just, yeah, you liked it, girl, yeah, you liked it.
No, she wouldn't.
It would.
She wouldn't. She got too much to prove. She got too much to prove. She will put in that word. All right, bro. All right.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
If She-Hulk doesn't lay starfish pose in bed, she's accidentally hurt or kill you. Script doctor. See, that's what I mean. Like but it's like the risk going in. Is it enough to say I got some She-Hulk? Because she gonna talk about it. That's what she about. Come on now. Anyway, in her Jen form, she's just an average girl. Nothing wrong with that, but it's also not like a notch on the mantle. Correct.
It isn't.
A lot of women might think, now look, I'm a married man, so my wife, she knows what she got herself into. She was cool with the werewolf thing, but I'm just saying, let's say if I was single and I'm talking to a person, it's like they're like, hey, he's fine. He's all right, young black man, whatever, cool. His dread's nappy. But then the werewolf thing, it's like if she sees that, then it's like that could be, some extra points to a lot of people. So I'm fine with her being average because She-Hulk makes her fucking a 10. You know what I'm saying? Probably beyond that. And you regular little mortals, y'all can't handle She-Hulk, but I go wolf mode.
Well, then does that mean that She-Hulk's into bestiality? See what I mean?
No.
First of all these questions.
No, because I'm not a furry. Really? I'm not an animal that walks around. I'm a man beast. I'm both. I'm both at the same time. Look, all right. So that's the nerd talk I be talking about, y'all. We
gotta go to the next topic.
This is what this show about, man. This is what this is about.
Oh,